Yes, guys, and welcome back. It's another Arsenal transfer news show. Of course, wake up that day. Like, let me start that again, bro. Jeez, mate, I don't know what day it is today. Welcome back, people, to another Arsenal transfer news update show. This is a show where you keep updated with all the latest transfer rumors around Arsenal. January is edging very, very closer. Just a few days' time, people will be at January. Literally, Monday is the day January comes, which means the window officially will open. And I'm going to be, of course, building up all the way to the window itself. And also, we'll be grinding all the way. You know, daily content, at least 5 uploads a day when a window actually does open. So today's main story, there's not too much news today. Our main story is Juventus have came in and offered Arsenal a swap deal for striker Moise Kean in exchange for Arsenal, of course, lonely Charlie-Patino. Juventus want Charlie-Patino, and they're looking to do a swap deal. Of course, Arsenal need a striker for Moise Kean. So let's get into the news today, people. And let's play, of course, the intro.
Welcome back, guys, to another Arsenal transfer news show.
Declan Rice has officially signed for Arsenal.
Plays in before the start of the season, pretty. If this deal gets done before the start.
As always, people, make sure you leave your likes, your comments, and all your thoughts down below on the transfers today. And let's get started with the main story coming from this Calcio Mercato, of course, very reliable source over there in the Azzulis, in, of course, Italy. Right, let's check this. Okay, yesterday is giving me nightmares. Let's see if it actually works today. Can you guys see it? What is going on here? Yeah, this is good. Here we go. So, yeah, this came from, obviously, Calcio Mercato. But yeah, report Juventus are looking to swap Moise Kean for Arsenal youngster. Sorry, it came from Tuttosport. Juventus reportedly looking to exchange Moise Kean with young Arsenal midfielder Charlie-Patino, according to Tuttosport by El Bacchiano. The Italian Giants are hoping to add yet another hot prospect to their midfield ranks in the shape of the 20-year-old. The Englishman is a youth product of the Gunners, but is currently spending his campaign on loan at Swansea. The source describes him as an all-round midfielder who can interpret various roles. He can play as a regista in the front of the defence or in more advanced roles. As the report tells it, Patino's current valuation is around 20 million euros, but Juventus would like to close the operation in January to ward off the competition. Since the Bacchiano would struggle to raise funds for this transfer, they're instead of willing to offer Moise Kean as a counterpart. The Turin-based newspaper believes Juventus can afford to part ways with the Italian striker. Sorry, to part ways with the Italian striker, thanks to the emergence of this guy here, Yildiz, this Turkish guy. In other words, Max Allegri now has sufficient numbers in the attacking department. As often the problem with swap deals, they're often complicated to operations that require the consent of too many parties. So while this would be a genuine idea for Juventus, the execution remains a daunting task. Moreover, we have yet to see Patino play regularly at the top level. It's just that he would really, truly be a significant addition to the squad. So, yeah, this is the current news, basically, people. Charlie-Patino, of course, a very highly rated youngster. Of course. I remember he made his debut for Arsenal against Sunderland, and he scored. I was at the game it was the quarterfinals against Sunderland in the Carabao Cup, and he literally came off the bench. We won the game 5-0, and he scored. So yeah, this kid, I mean, he's been very hyped up. This guy's got quite a lot of talent, and to be fair, I'm going to check him out on obviously Foot Mob to see how he's doing in Swansea. But apparently, he's having a really good season over there in Swansea right now. And yeah, he's 20 years of age. He's a player who many Arsenal fans want to keep because they think he's got this potential, this really good potential. I've seen him a few times play for us. As I said, the main game was against Sunderland and he actually scored. But yeah, the kid went to Blackpool as well. I think last season he's at Blackpool, so he's been going on quite a few loan deals. Obviously with Arsenal, he went to Blackpool, did pretty well there. Now he's at Swansea, doing really well there, apparently at Swansea. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with this one. I mean, for me, I don't see this happening, of course. But I do know Moise Kean very well, people. If you don't know, I am half Italian. and I do support the national team. So I watch this guy every single time he gets called up for us, and he got called up recently for us. This guy can play well. When this guy played for us, the last international break, he played on the left wing. He's literally playing as that left winger, and he, you know what it is. He hadn't been called up to Italy in years, and then Luciano Spalletti called him up our recent international break when we played Ukraine, when we played who was the other team we played? Macedonia. And this guy, this guy, he didn't start any of the games, but he came off the bench and he played as like a left winger. And we know he's more of a striker, but Moise Kean, right? This guy has already played in the Premier League. You guys remember when I think they had Ancelotti in charge of Everton. Yeah, it's when I can't believe Everton had Ancelotti, by the way. That's mad, isn't it? But it's when Everton had Ancelotti in charge, yeah, and Moise Kean was playing under Ancelotti, and he didn't really work out for him. He didn't really work. He didn't really hit the ground running at the in the Premier League, did he? Obviously, he's at PSG. He's been at Juventus a few times as well. He's been all over the place. Moise Kean, and I do actually rate Moise Kean, but nah, man, I don't see this happening. I mean, again, it's going to be very complex to do a swap deal. I mean, you don't really see these swap deals happen in football. Like, let's be honest with it. It's very complicated to, because it's not as easy as, you want him, so we'll give you him. Like, you got to do like all the players' terms and all that stuff, like the personal terms. Like it's going to be very complicated to do a swap deal with Juventus. That we do need a striker, and that obviously, I mean, we proved that last night. Obviously, I'm still disappointed about yesterday's game. I'll be talking more on that tonight on my podcast. But yeah, I think if anything, we could take out the game last night. It's the fact that we desperately need a new striker. And yeah, I mean, let's start with obviously Moise Kean. I mean, let's see how he's been doing in Juventus. Juventus having a good season, man. Yeah, they're having a good season. They're in a title race just like us. But he is another thing with this guy, man. This guy's injury prone as well. This Moise Kean is very, very injury prone, but he's still 23 years of age. He's currently valued at 15 mil. His main position is a striker. However, he has been playing on the left wing when he does play for the Azuris. He hasn't played. I mean, he's started only 6 matches this season. He's only played 452 minutes. He hasn't scored or assisted. He literally went on. It was at Everton when they had Ancelotti. And then he went PSG on loan as well, didn't he? And to be fair, he did well at PSG. Bagged 17 goals at PSG there. It's actually pretty decent for him. Like, that is his best spell, was at PSG, really. That's where he had his highlight of his career. But yeah, anyway, this is obviously, so yeah, his current status, he hasn't scored or assisted. Yeah, he has not played a lot, but having said that, he has had a leg injury, and he's expected to come back in middle of January. Moise Kean is. So yeah, this guy is pretty injury prone as well, but these are his traits compared to the other forwards in the world. 11% goals, of course, based on this season. 60% shot attempts, 35 aerial duels won, 47 defensive actions, 44 chances created, 19% touches. I mean, these stats don't really tell what the whole picture. In terms of this is what I love about football. Yeah, everyone can see the statisticians. So these are his shooting goals. Hasn't scored a goal yet this season, as we know. This is based on obviously this season. Expected, I mean, XG and all this. And what the hell is all this? Literally got non-penalty XG, mate. Honestly, I don't base my football stats in terms of rating a player. I obviously use the eye test, but you just have a look at some of these people in terms of his pass accuracy. He's made 10 successful dribbles, like defending. I mean, he's a striker, and discipline. He's not picked for a red card, so you can't really take too much out of that. What I will say is, look, I've watched this guy obviously play for our national team, and look, I actually rate him. As I said, I think he's a good player, but nah, man, I don't see this happening. It's one of those ones where I don't see it happening. It seems, for me, I find it weird how, Juventus want Patino, because I mean, it'll be a massive move for him. Charlie Patino going to Serie A, playing for Juventus, massive club over there in, of course, Italy. It'd be a massive move for Charlie Patino a complete, of course. Imagine playing from Swansea, because let's be honest, this guy is not going to get in the Arsenal team at the moment. It'd be good for our depth, I think, but I think this guy's still got a lot to learn, and this guy's still very unproven. He hasn't done it at the top level yet, but he's getting that experience going on loan deals. He's getting that experience going on, to likes of Blackpool, playing in like the sort of like League One, Championship sort of levels. Like their leagues are physical. They really tough you up. They really do toughen you up, these leagues. So he's already getting that experience. But yeah, in terms of playing at the top level, especially playing for Juventus, I mean, will this guy even get into their team at the moment? I mean, do you really see this guy getting into Juventus's midfield? I mean, with some of the players they've got in midfield. And I'm going to quickly have a look, because I swear, this guy, if he did go to Juventus, right? If so, they got this guy called yeah, this is what I'm saying. Weston McKennie's better than him. Locatelli's very, very good. Rabiot is getting older, but he's still good. So he's not really going to get into this Juventus. Again, he's going to most likely be on the bench. He's not going to get that much game time. That's the issue. He's not going to get that much game time for Juventus. I'm talking about Kean-Patino, by the way. So, no, honestly, I don't see this happening. It's obviously a report that's came out. And, you got to take every single report when it comes to these transfer news is with a pinch of salt. But no, look, as for Moise, I think he's a good player. And I would take him at Arsenal. But I feel like we can definitely do better. We've already seen this guy play in the Premier League before. We've already seen this guy play for Everton before. And he didn't work out for him. So he's already played in the Premier League and he's not really lived up to his potential. But at PSG, this guy did really, really well. PSG this guy had his breakout season. And now the issue with at Juventus, sorry about that noise again, people. Every single time, literally every single time, it's literally a joke, man. People fight. Give me 1 second again, people. Sorry about this. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Literally. Anyway, as I was saying, I completely lost my thought. Yeah, look, we've already seen Moise Kean play, in the Premier League, like at Everton, like literally the guy, didn't do that great there. So, and we could do 100% better. There's definitely players who won over Moise Kean, and I personally don't see it still happening. But let's talk about. I mean, let's see how Charlie Patino's doing, because this guy is actually very, very highly rated by many people. I mean, he's apparently having a really good season, and many Arsenal fans want to keep him, because there's talk of, like, when it came to like the summer, that was we was going to get rid of him. Was actually going to, because like I think there was like, I can't remember what club, but we was going to sell him, and then he ended up going to Swansea on loan. But yeah, he's still 20 years old. He can play as a centre mid. He can play as a cam as well, and also a DM. And yeah, this is what he's been doing. He's been playing quite a lot. Obviously, he obviously played at Blackpool, scored 3 goals. He's played 80 matches this season. He's got himself 3 goals and 4 assists. Not too bad in the Championship. And yeah, these are his traits compared to other players. He's got 78% touches, 25% shot attempts, 79% goals, 73 defensive, 80% aerial duels won, and then chances created is there. Yeah, look, this kid has got a lot of potential. And yeah, as I said, this guy will not get you. The guy. I don't get why it's going to happen. Like, I get maybe Moise Kean will leave Juventus, but a swap deal for Patino, it's a weird deal, isn't it? Like, you wouldn't expect a striker to like sort of swap with a midfielder. Like, it's weird, especially someone like Charlie Patino, sorry, who does have a lot of potential, but I just don't see it happening personally, people. I don't see it happening, and yeah, I mean, Charlie Patino will probably come back to Arsenal and probably be in our squad, or either go on loan, or either he'll probably go out on loan again. But yeah, this is some of his stats here, people. Look, he does look a really good player, Charlie Patino, and I actually want to keep him, because I feel like he will. Well, I feel like this guy's got quite a lot of potential, and I feel like, he could be a good asset to our squad in the near future. He's very, very young still, and he's already getting that experience. So most likely he'll probably come back to Arsenal. He'll probably go on loan again. But I mean, it's good for him, because he's getting this sort of experience in terms of playing in these types of Championship leagues, playing in like League One, and these leagues are like, they're very physical. They really toughen you up a lot. So yeah, I feel like it'd be good for his perspective. But as for this swap deal, number one, you don't see swap deals happening in football, because they're too complex sometimes, and they could be too complicated. And number two, it's very, very weird seeing Moise Kean to swap with Charlie Patino, in my opinion. I don't see it happening whatsoever, people. I don't know, but should we go for someone like Moise Kean as a striker? For me, he hasn't proven himself enough. Like, I think of course, you go and get someone who's proven. And this guy is not. I mean, he's what I'll give Moise Kean is physically. The guy's a very physical player. Like, he's good when it comes physically. For me, he just doesn't score enough goals, and that's the issue that we're trying to resolve right now, isn't it? Is getting a clinical goal scorer. Moise Kean is injury prone as well, and he's not clinical enough in terms of goal scoring. He's physical. And he's actually quite skillful as well, but he's physical and skillful. But we need the goals, people, yeah. And Moise Kean has improved enough. At PSG, he did well. That is it. I mean, he's gone back to Juventus, and he's not been getting barely any game time, and now he's picked up a leg injury, right? And then for the Italian team, he doesn't play as a striker; he plays as a left winger for us. So, as much as I actually think he's a good player, we can 100% do better. He's not the type of player that we need to go for. We need to go for someone who's clinical, who's a clinical goal scorer. That's exactly what we need. Because if we had someone like Moise Kean yesterday, we wouldn't be able to score. So yeah, I don't see this happening. I mean, yeah, this for me, I think is so. This is one of these rumors that just get spread, in it. One of these that people make up. It just doesn't. It just, for me, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that we need a striker, of course, but Moise Kean for Charlie Patino. Charlie Patino's got quite a lot of potential. Charlie Patino would not even go into Juventus. He would not get any game time at Juventus anyway. And Moise Kean is not. I mean, he's a good player, but he's not a clinical goal scorer for me. And plus, Moise Kean has already shown that he's done it in the Premier. Well, he hasn't really done it in the Premier League when he was at Everton, and he's very injury prone. So this, and plus, you don't see swap deals happen, and I don't see it happening in January. So yeah, this is one of those ones that I reckon it'll go brush under the carpet as soon as window opens. I don't see anything happening with this whatsoever. But anyway, as always, we've got to go through every single rumor, people, give our thoughts. Some are like decent rumors, but then there's other ones I just think are just absolute bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Absolute bollocks. But let's move on. We're gonna, guys, leave your thoughts down below, of course, about the latest news on this one. And let's move on. Let's go to Tomiyasu. Of course, he's still injured for Arsenal. He's going to the Asian Cup very, very soon as well. And that's like mid-February, mid-January. So and it ends like mid-February if they get to the final. But right, where was this one? So yeah, we just spoke about this one, right? So right, here it is. So Napoli sent the Arsenal proposal for Tomiyasu ahead of January. So Italian champions Napoli wants to sign Tareq Tomiyasu in the January transfer window, according to reports. Reports in it indicating that a Japanese international has been offered to what was Mazzarri's side, and a good offer would be enough for the Gunners to sell him. Do we sell Tomiyasu, people? For me, right, this guy's a quality player on his day, and when he's fully fit, that is. But this guy, the thing that lets this player down for being a regular to Arsenal, because this guy will only be a regular. He's quality, yeah, in the sense that he gives us so much versatility. Like, he can play right back, he can play centre back. I mean, we've seen him do a job at left back. This guy is fantastic, right? He can actually defend as well. He's a quality defender. Yeah, he's a quality player to have in our squad, yeah. But the thing that lets him down the most is his injuries, man. Tomiyasu is just so injury prone. And you got to look at it and say, this whole thing, I mean, if Napoli come in for like 40, 50 million for Tomiyasu, considering where our situation is, and when we're talking about, you know, we got to buy players. We got to sell players before we got to buy players. Do we have to add Tomiyasu to that list? We have to sacrifice Tomiyasu to sign someone like Ivan Toney this January. Because the thing that lets Tomiyasu down the most is his injuries. Is he's injury prone. He's so injury prone, and if that sorts himself out, I know it's very hard, but you know, as players injury prone, you can't do that much with it. It will just literally let him down, and it will let him down at Arsenal if this guy is very injury prone. But I don't want to see this guy sold, man. I think this guy's quality, honestly, because he can play multiple positions. He can play right back. I mean, we've seen this guy do a job at left back. Yeah, and we've been missing this guy recently at left back, of course, because, you know, we've seen Zinchenko there. But this guy did a fantastic job when we played Liverpool at left back against Mo Salah. Kept Salah quiet the whole game. Yeah, like, this guy has done a good job at left back. He can play centre back as well. And his main position is a right back, and he's a quality player. Literally, when this guy was fully fit, he's keeping Ben White out of position this season, and also last season as well. When we played it, obviously, when Ben White was moved to the right back, I think it's because Tomiyasu was injured. So, you know, this guy's been a great signing for us, and I feel like I don't want to see this guy go, man. It's just the thing that lets him down the most is his injuries. He's just so injury prone. That is the thing that lets him down. Like, we're already going to be limited when it comes to we'll be limited when it comes to, you know, our defenders right now. We need to go and sign another defender, because we know Zinchenko ain't that guy playing left back. Yeah, and, you know, we know one injury to Gabriel or Saliba, touch wood, one injury to Gabriel Saliba, then we got Kiwior to rely on. So we certainly need to sign another defender. And plus, Tomiyasu is going to be leaving anyway in January. Like we're not going to have Tomiyasu. I think I'm going to quickly check when he's back from his injury. But he's going to be ready for obviously the what's it called, the not AFCON, Asian Cup for Japan. So that ends like mid-February anyway. So we ain't going to see him for months now anyway. But Napoli are interested. And look, from a player's perspective, Napoli are doing awful this season. They need to sack their manager ASAP. He's awful. But Napoli have got Di Lorenzo playing there. Their captain as well, Di Lorenzo, who's quality. He's absolutely class. Tomiyasu, I don't see getting over Di Lorenzo. So it'd be interesting to see how much Napoli offer for Tomiyasu. But we've got to look at it and think, people, yeah? They're coming for like 50 million offer. It's like one of those where you just can't refuse. You can't refuse it because we need that money. Because it's all about if we want to sign players, this is the whole sort of narrative that's going around, yeah? This upcoming January transfer window is if you want to sell players. Sorry, if we want to buy players, like we need to sign Tony, we need to sign another midfielder, we need to sign a backup for Saka, we need to sign a defender. Then because the whole FFP restrictions, yeah, we have to sell players before you buy players. And we know when it comes to Arsenal Football Club, and we know when it comes to Arsenal selling players, we don't sell players for enough. It's been a big issue at Arsenal that we do not sell players for enough money. And when it comes to selling players, it's just awful. It's just awful. Like, we don't get enough money for our players. I look at a team like Liverpool, and they're able to sign sell the likes of Jordan Ibe, for like 30 million, Solanke for like 30 million as well. But when it comes to Arsenal, we get nothing for our players. So it's been a big issue with that. And I look at players that we need to get off the bin, who needs to be binned. Cedric. How much are we really going to get for Cedric? How much are we really going to get for El Neni? How much are we really going to get for Eddie Nketiah? And then you got to put in these types of players as well, who we may rate as fans, but we might have to sacrifice just to get someone like Ivan Toney in, who we actually desperately need. The likes of Tomiyasu, the likes of Smith Rowe, the likes of Partey maybe as well, who these guys are injury prone or just not getting enough game time. Ramsdale could be thrown in that little equation as well, because it's he ain't gonna play at all, is he, Ramsdale? So if a club comes in for him and they offer a big amount of money, then you're gonna have to sit there and ask the question: do you accept it? Because we need the money. Like we need to sign players. And this whole thing about FFP, I don't know how true it is. You could believe what you want to believe, people, but apparently we're on the FFP watch list because of the money we spent and how we went full blown in the summer, which means we have to be careful of what we do in the January window. So yeah, and it's been the whole thing about we've got to sell players before we buy players. But I rate Tomiyasu, by the way. I think he's a quality player. I want him to stay, of course, but we'll have to wait and see. It depends on how this story develops about Napoli. I mean, I know many clubs were in for Tomiyasu literally back in the summer. Many clubs wanted Tomiyasu back in the summer, because I think it was Bayern Munich because when they lost Pavard, they obviously needed a new right back, and they wanted Tomiyasu as well, but obviously he ended up staying. But there's one more I want to talk about as well. Here we go. Look at this. So Cedric, he's still here. Yes, Cedric, the dog trainer, teaching women Portuguese. So yeah, Arsenal Cedric is attracting interest from Besiktas and Trabzonspor. Of course, this Trabzonspor is the same club we sold Pepe to, by the way. Ahead of the January transfer window, Football.London understands. The 32-year-old who spent the second half of last season at fellow Premier League outfit Fulham has once again found game time limited upon his return to the Emirates Stadium, and he's remained the third choice option at right back behind Ben White and Tomiyasu. Furthermore, Julian Timber and Partey also capable of operating in that position. Who remembers when Arteta put Partey right back at the start of the season for 3 games? And now they think he's a natural right back. It does make things even more difficult for Cedric to get a look in when we can't say it's a fully fit squad. Not to mention Sinchenko and Kiwior are blocking his pass in the opposite flank. Mate, Cedric's got to go, people. Right, I'm going to quickly share this. Right, let me just see what it says over here. Sorry, right. Let me swap this around because, yeah, give me 1 second, people. Right. So, yeah, where were we? So, yeah, the former Southampton and Interstar are expected to leave us permanently during the summer window, especially after attracting interest from La Ligas like Villarreal and Portugal's big three clubs. Nevertheless, he ended up staying, was named in the Gunners' 25-man Premier League squad and Champions League, and has drawn plenty of praise around the club for his professional approach to receiving limited minutes this season, with his one start coming against PSV earlier this month. However, despite being happy in North London, Cedric is out of contract in the summer. It's understood he is open to the idea of an exit before becoming a free agent, as offers from Besiktas and Trabzonspor could arrive when the window opens in a few days. So yeah, Cedric, people attracting interest from the Turkish clubs, and let's hope we get a bit of money for this player. Let's hope we don't let this player run out his contract and let him go on a free. I don't know how much can you really get for Cedric, people. You know, I feel like we can get at least 5 million, and I tell you why, yeah. Because this guy's got that experience, so surely he's going to be worth a little bit. Surely we got to get at least a bit of money for this player, man. You know, because the guy is getting old, as we know. The guy's played Premier League many years. He was in Southampton for many years. The guy played for Inter Milan. The guy was in Euro 2016 squad when Portugal won it. Like, surely we'll be able to get a little bit of money for this player. Just like, I don't know, even if it's like 5 million. But I don't want really to sell this guy on a free transfer. Like, but this is what most likely will happen. You know, we need to move this guy on now. Yeah, Cedric, thank you for your service. I remember his first goal when he came in and scored against Norwich, but it's time to move on now, Cedric. You know, the time is up for you to move on, and we wish you well elsewhere. You know, simple as that, guys. So, Trabzonspor, Besiktas are in for him. As soon as the window opens, we need to get some money for him. We need to sell him. We need to move him on. And that is one player off these wages, off the wage books. And hopefully we do get a bit of money for him. But yeah, hopefully we do sell this player. And I think we will. And I do think he'll go to Turkey. But yeah, let's go through you guys' comments before I get out of here. This is my first of 4 streams today. We were back later tonight. In about 3 hours' time, we'll be doing the preview. Of course, Arsenal have a game literally Sunday, so we're back in action straight away. So yeah, 6 p.m. tonight we're doing Fulham Arsenal preview. 7 p.m. we'll be doing the Premier League predictions as well for game week 20, and then obviously 8 p.m. we'll be doing the podcast with 3 special guests as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So yeah, 4 streams today, people, coming up. Obviously tomorrow there'll be a few Premier League transfer news, match reactions, and all that stuff tomorrow. And obviously Sunday is match day. You know, we do go Fulham away next. So yeah, let's go through you guys' comments. I'm very well, thank you, Tamina. I'm still gutted after last night. I'm still disappointed after last night. I'm still quite fuming over last night. Last night's result, performance-wise, just yeah, it was a disgusting performance, wasn't it? It was an absolutely disgusting performance. Transfer news. Tamina, as always, you came to the right stream. This is where we provide you all the latest transfer news and rumours. Yeah, there we go. Arsenal need 4 right winners. Do you mean 1 or does she think we're playing FIFA or football manager here, people? Arsenal need 4 right winners, 4 midfielders, 4 centre backs, 4 right backs, 4 left backs, 4 goalkeepers. Yes. Okay, let's make you owner. Let's get rid of Stan Kroenke and make Tamina owner. Like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, Tamina. Really appreciate your support. She's gone 4-0 against Fulham. Arsenal win the Premier League title. Liverpool lose against Newcastle. Big up my man Static, guys. He's coming on tonight, 8 p.m. First time he's making his debut on the channel, people. He'll be joining us 8 p.m. So we'll be joined by Rory and Seb as well, and Static. We'll be going through last night's performance. And yeah, hi Ryan, hope you're doing well. Big up football goals as well. Hope you're doing well. Football goals. Big up to my man EMD. Who is swapping for? Charlie Patino. I don't even know. Patino's class. Yeah, I mean, this guy's got quite a lot of potential, man. He's got. I mean, I don't see it happening. I really don't see it happening. It's just one of those deals that just a bit of bollocks in it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I see Patino staying next season, but he'll go on probably like another loan deal because he's doing really well at Swansea. To be fair, he's been, as I said, he's gaining that experience in the Championship and in the League One when he played with Blackpool as well. Sorry, I don't know if they were the Championship as well. I can't remember. But, the point is he's gone in the Championship, which is a very tough league. It's a very physical league as well. So he's going to learn a lot there. And, I mean, we've seen some great players come from the Championship, haven't we? We've seen, like, Ivan Toney come from League One. And look how that's a player like we want now. We've seen Ollie Watkins come from the Championship and he's doing fantastic at Aston Villa. There's a whole list of players that we've seen come from the Championship, and now, I mean, Jamie Vardy came from Fleetwood, didn't he? He's quality. So yeah, the Championship is definitely a league which you can gain a lot of experience in, I think, and it definitely toughs you up a lot. I'm all good, my bro Dave. Hope you're doing well, Dave. Good to see you, bro. It was awful, wasn't it? It was absolutely awful. I'm still disappointed, Dave, man. I'm still disappointed. I still can't get over it, man. Because after getting that decent point at Anfield, to then go and perform like that against West Ham, it's just shambolical, wasn't it? Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much as always, Dave, bro. Big up Jordan as well. I'll see you tonight for Premier League predictions. Stan says the fan base should stop lining the standards and do an Arteta out march. Elite mentality and attacking managers will win leagues. The thing is, mate, people did that with Stan Kroenke. Yeah, people did that with yourself, and only about 2 people turned up. Big up my man Mindful in the chat. Hope you're doing well, bro. Sup, Josh? Yeah, I'm all good, bro. Well, other than yesterday, other than Arsenal, I'm very well, thank you, my friend. Should we start sending postcards to Mikel and Edu that we need to sign Tony? Facts, bro. Facts. Yeah, this is what I'm hoping. No, hopefully Edu's watching. Well, I'm sure he must have watched it and feel like, all right, I need to start back up my ideas. Let's go to Brentford. Let's knock on Brentford's door. Let's give them the money. Tony, you're ours, mate. Welcome to Arsenal, Ivan Tony. Hopefully he does that. Please, Edu. Please. Surely he's got eyes, Edu. He's got to be watching that and thinking, we need Tony, or we need a clinical striker now. So yeah, fingers crossed, man. Big up Rory in the chat as always. Yeah, big up to you. Big up to you, Rory, bro, legend. Sell Cedric and Eddie in January. They received offers and get Tony and Diamande. Yeah, agreed, bro. Agreed. We've put a price tag on Eddie Nketiah for 40 million. Please. West Ham looking at Eddie Nketiah as well, by the way, for 40 million. Please. West Ham, take him. Yeah, take him. Let's get the 40 million. And yeah, let's go on sign Tony. And yeah, Diamande would be a good signing as well. Would be literally, imagine Saliba, Gabriel, Diamande. Fantastic depth there as well. So yeah. Josh, you should do a collab with Curtis Shaw or Deluded Guna. I watched both of them, yeah. I watched both of them. Like, they're great YouTubers, but this is the thing. You know what? I tried to contact Curtis Shaw, but he never replied, didn't it? So, because like they got mad followings, they got big followings, and they work really hard and they deserve it. But yeah, I tried to contact Curtis Shaw for a collab, but obviously he never saw the message. So, but I do watch both of them. Yeah, I do watch both of them, and they do know a lot of stuff about Arsenal. They do speak the facts as well, and I really do enjoy watching their channels, man. But yeah, it'll be quite hard for me to collab for them. Big up Static in the chat. We're doing well, Static. 17 likes, like and subscribe. Come on, guys, we can smash 20 as always. Josh, I've just claimed to drop a like. Catch you later tonight. Yeah, guys, Static will be coming on the channel later tonight. I'm looking forward to it, man. He's making his debut, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah. Yeah, we all know he's watching. Facts, bro. Yeah, respect, man. Cheers. I really appreciate the support, man. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going with it, man. I'm gonna keep grinding, especially when the window opens. We're doing daily transfer news. So yeah, respect, man. And I really do appreciate it. But anyway, people, that is all the news today. That is all the news today. There wasn't that much to talk about, really. But as soon as the window opens, I'm sure every single day they all come flooding through with all the latest rumors. We've been linked with every single player here and there. So yeah, I'll see you guys obviously 6 p.m. Fulham Arsenal preview, and also predicted lineups as well, and then Premier League predictions straight after that, and then obviously the podcast 8 p.m. tonight. So we've still got another 3 more streams to do today. But thanks for really tuning in today. Absolute real ones as always. Thank you guys, everyone who smashed a like on the video, everyone who left a comment down below. Really do appreciate you guys every single time. And yeah, we're getting out of it, people. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you at 6 p.m. tonight. Come on, the Gunners, man. Edu, listen, Edu Gaspar. Please sign Ivan Toney. Sign him. That's all you got to do. Sign Toney, and we're out of here. Ciao, guys. Come on, the Gunners. Sign Toney, Edu.